We can fight our desires. Ooh, but when we start making fun,
Makes the brain feel as if time is passing at 1% its normal speed.
we get ever so
Dredd 3D.
But we didn't see it in 3D.
No, we
3D
did
didn't
not.
exist.
We kind of skipped out on that one. Hello again, everyone. Today we are here to talk about the Judge Dredd reboot, Dredd. Alex here, but I'm fighting a bit of a cold, so I'm not going to talk that much this review. Instead, these two are going to be talking.
Oh, it's winning Trevon. Dude.
Oh, I guess I can't say my name, but okay.
Nope.
So, I know we just saw this last night. We've had a day to let it all sink in. I'm going to let you guys go first. I'm just going to explain the plot, and then I'll let you guys go off on whatever you want to talk about. Because, like I said, fighting a cold. I'm going to try to be as quiet as I can with this to help my voice, but...
Do it now.
Come on, stop being a pussy.
Don't be pushy. Do it now.
Judge Dredd will come after me. Stop. No. But...
Do it now, Lehew.
So, the plot of Dredd is it's set in an apocalyptic future in Mega City 1, where...
Spreads from Boston to Washington, D.C. If you didn't
Yes.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. In the future, there is no jury, no system. There is only judges, which are judge, jury, and, if needed, executioner.
I'd prefer it that way.
Our story follows Judge Dredd and his protege,
Anderson.
Judge Anderson, as they infiltrate Peach Street building, which is the most crime-ridden building in the city, when the boss of the building, Mama, finds out that they are in the building. She locks it down, and they have to fight their way up. Yes, you can call it the raid. I don't care. We'll explain. I'll at least explain why I don't think it is, but... I'm going to let you guys go first, because we talked about it a little bit after the movie, but I do want to hear you guys' honest opinion about this.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Let's go first to Trevon, who's the fan of the Sylvester Stallone's Judge Dredd.
Me too.
I really think you didn't see the original Lehew.
I did. I went out of my way to watch it this week.
I didn't like the new one. Didn't because one it was just too generic. It was just too.
Really?
I completely agree. Actually,
it's a generic cop movie set in the future. Unlike the original one, yes, that was a cop movie, but it was so like corny but original. You know, with Sylvester Stallone.
you know.
Oh.
And
You want to know half the reason why it was generic? Because the ending left you with, wow, this is generic again.
yeah. The ending wasn't that great either.
So we'll get into that with me, but
Let's see. Okay, so from seeing the trailers, you find out about this drug and stuff. You think in the movie is gonna.
Oh
be,
yeah, we forgot about that slow-mo.
Yeah, what
It's
you,
It's
drug
the best
called.
part of the movie.
you think
It's what Zack Snyder takes every day before he goes to a shoot.
you think this whole movie is gonna be like about the slow mo drug and everything, but like the slow mo drug was just like a little like side thing. It wasn't even like the main point of the movie. It was just
Nah.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
this whole movie was just about like a murder and Judge Dredd and Anderson trying to bust the big kahuna mama. And it's just a generic cop movie that I've seen over and over again. It's been done time and time again, whether it be like those crappy like independent films or like...
That always star 50 Cent.
Yeah.
No, this one even tried to take a twist by making the people look like Captain Falcon and doing whatever they could to try and make you unique, like with the gun and stuff like that.
Well, in the original,
You knew the gun existed.
yeah, basically. I mean,
But,
in the original, the gun didn't have ammo.
right.
But that's a little side point. But it was just too generic. It's too overdone. I've seen plots and stories like this before, and I thought I didn't like it.
I thought it was okay, only because the slow-mo scenes are really cool.
Okay, that's what I do want to ask you
I
two
mean,
about.
Awesome.
I'll let you go. Keep going. Sorry about that.
It's alright. The slow-mo scenes are really awesome, but other than that, it's all done before.
Well,
Everything is kind of lame, actually.
Yeah.
I did want to ask you guys, was there anything that you liked about the movie before I start getting into my thoughts about everything?
Yeah, 3 bullet points. Slow-mo was definitely one of the bullet points. That made it interesting, at least. I liked who played Anderson. That was okay. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. And I guess I like how they changed it up just a little bit.
Anderson was played by Olivia Thirlby.
Which did a good job.
That's another thing, too. I don't like how, because the original, everything was spaced out through, like, the whole city or the whole area of what Mega City 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then this one is just in a tower.
Well, I'll explain why, because I did a little bit of research. I'll explain why they did that, because there's actual reasoning.
No, I don't care if there's reasoning. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one thing I didn't like. The things that I liked about it, one, of course, I'm always gonna like the gun and the voice commands to the gun to shoot.
That gun is awesome.
Yeah, to shoot different types of ammo and rounds. Two, the kills in the movie were pretty violent.
Ooh, yeah.
Not what I expected.
Especially the slow-mo. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And shit. There's a third. I'll get back to you to the third thing.
Okay. I'll start going into my spiel of the movie because, like you said, Trevon, I know you've been a big fan of the original one, so I did go back and watch it, and I will explain. And I also went out of my way to read some Judge Dredd comic book lines.
Okay.
I think this movie, I do see where you're coming from and why you do like the older one, but I prefer this version more. And I see where you're coming from and where you like the older one because it did have the corny lines in it, because that is a part of... even with the comics, that is a part of Judge Dredd, is that he delivers those cold, corny lines.
Yeah.
That's what that old movie, that's what they all went for. But what the old movie didn't go for as much is the action aspect of it, and I feel like this one went for that. I feel like the focus of this one was more on the action aspect than the corniness.
But when it's all that...
I understand what you two are saying.
No, because one, okay, yeah, there was action in it, but there really wasn't a story at all.
I agree. That's plot.
Okay, they left you hanging with a lot of things that could have been explained. They did. And that's another thing I didn't like about that.
That plot was so confusing.
It was, okay, slow-mo, yeah, Mama says the slow-mo, whatever. Alright, I understand that. But, I mean, with Dredd's past and Anderson and her gifted things, and it's just...
I wish to know how slow-mo was made.
You're supposed to assume. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I really agree with that point, is that you are left to assume a lot of things. But I did like how they did go for the action aspect a little more. The story has been bothering you guys. You've been saying that a lot. I don't know why it didn't for me. The story aspect really wasn't my main focus with the movie. My main focus was the action aspects of it, which I thought they delivered, because the director did an incredible job with the action scenes. There's no denying that.
Well, see, then that's... Okay, like, I understand you, but you got to be more perceptive about it.
No. I do understand what you're saying, and that's like, it's weird that I'm coming back and saying that I wasn't. Like, because I'm usually the one that does rag on a movie for not having a story. But I don't know why. I think it was just like, it's how the director filmed this, and I think the performances really kind of kept me out of that.
Other than the slow-mo, the only time where shit hit the fan was like the rockets, and that's it.
Well, even then, I thought the slow-mo things were boring, too. It's just like...
Yeah,
I didn't at all.
Pretty standard, but it was still cool, I guess.
I mean, except for a couple scenes where it was involved, where it caught my interest, but other than that, like... No, I don't know. This whole movie was just too generic.
I will say this: I really did like Carl Urban as Dredd. I think he did a great job. But
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I think you could tell he was having a blast. He loves the character. I mean, he followed the number one rule of Dredd of he never took the helmet off,
Yeah.
Yep, you can only see his mouth, and that's enough.
and he looked like he was constipated the whole time. But
Yes,
not the
he
point.
Yeah, he did. That's a good point.
Like he seriously was like there. Like you see him shooting at people, but it's like as he's shooting, he's just like.
Yeah.
But
Really, because that's not what I saw. I didn't see shit come out of a gun.
no,
I
but
saw bullets.
I do have the other. I think maybe the reason I didn't see it as that is that I saw this more as an origin story for everyone to get accustomed to Dredd,
Origin story to what?
to the character of Dredd himself and the universe.
The
I don't
universe, yes,
understand.
but the character Dredd himself, it didn't explain anything
What
about
was
Dredd.
the first one an origin story to you?
The Sylvester Stallone one.
Yeah, it was, actually.
I do feel like it was an origin story, but I feel like this one.
Do you feel this one was more of an origin story?
I feel like for the universe, kind of, yes. I feel like it explained the universe a little better. The character, I will agree with the both of you that no, it didn't.
No, it did not.
I know the director and the producers have come out and said that if they do a second movie, that's definitely going to be the main focus of it, is how Dredd is pretty much a fascist in ways.
Yeah.
And
And they even point that out in the first movie.
exactly. That was something that I was kind of pissed that they didn't point it out in this, because that's one of the main characteristics of Dredd, is that he is an incredible fascist.
If you guys didn't know, Rob Schneider was in the original movie.
Oh, God.
Which made it
Rob Schneider at multiple points in the movie, in the first one, the original one, pointed out that Dredd was a fascist.
That's the only
That's
reason.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Because Rob Schneider.
Well, I mean, I like the more serious tone that this one goes for. The way I knock it off points is that it doesn't deliver on the corny lines. The corny lines are kind of hit and miss. There's really only two that got me to laugh. One at the beginning and one at the end. I think you guys know which ones I'm talking about.
Sure.
And like you guys said, that ending is really weak. It's
Yeah.
really weak.
They didn't care about that.
And that it's disappointing for how much action they build up for that ending to just kind of go out with a whimper.
That ending was boring as hell.
Yeah. But all in all, I mean, I really had a lot of fun with it. It was a fun movie to me. I'm always a sucker for sci-fi action movies, and I feel like this is in a year like this. This is a welcome movie that I take. I mean, this could completely change when Looper comes out next week, but we haven't had a good sci-fi action movie in quite a bit. So, I mean, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah,
But-
I can't really think of one myself.
Yeah. So,
I mean, sci-fi, yeah, I can think of some that's sci-fi action.
yeah, a sci-fi action with that's action packed as this was. I also have to give the director, Pete Travis a lot of credit on filming the action scenes. They were all really creatively cool and well done, special effects wise and shooting wise with the cinematography.
Yeah.
Props to Carl Urban. He's a great Dredd. And
Who was the costume designer? Because he was awesome.
yeah, the costume designer, I don't know who it was, but he deserves mad props.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All
Falcons.
in all, with everything, I mean, I've said my criticisms. I know you guys are more harsh on the movie, but I give it a $5 movie. It's a fun movie to see with friends, and it's a good movie to knock out in the day. Just not all the pieces are quite there.
I give it a low rental.
Woo!
Only because I've seen the original movie, and the original movie to me is really good. And the original movie, I mean, I know most of you folks out there didn't like it, according to some things I've seen, some comments and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed the original movie way more than this one. So yeah, a low rental for this one for me.
I say a somewhat medium rental. Medium to high rental. I mean, I didn't like it that much, but I'd watch it if it was in Redbox or something.
Well, hopefully Dredd doesn't come after us for hating on his movie.
I'll kill him myself.
Yeah, good luck with that. You saw what happened to the two kids who tried that in the movie.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest parts of the movie when the two kids came up. Put your hands up. He's like, no. Well, why won't you? Why should I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, before this ends,
Right before I hit the button.
did you?
Nope. Go on.
I remember the third thing I liked about this, and it was the Andersons, gifted abilities during one scene.
She fucks with that guy.
I like that a lot. That was another good thing.
She melted his brain.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Like, that was cruel.
He didn't care. He died later. Who cares?
Well, there's spoilers, everyone. Sorry.
Who cares?
Night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
It's obvious.
It's not the law. I'm the law. Negotiations over. The sentence is death.